Thank you.
Yeah. It's the only thing I could think of doing.
What,
Just restarting it.
Is the interview thing still working?
No. They wouldn't give me the headphones or the earbuds as an option.
All right, apologies for the technical difficulties there. We got our video stream back up and running and hoping we're good for the rest of the day as we've got 4:45 left here in the third quarter and the Edgewood Mustangs leading 34-27. Blake, what did we miss?
Well, we didn't really miss a whole lot. We had a Duncan layup and then a couple of Carl Norris free throws, and that is the only, I believe, the only points that have been scored since we've come back.
Nolan Reynolds steps through. What a nice finish with the right hand. And it gives Edgewood a 9-point lead. Javen Duncan with the basketball, working against the man-to-man defense of the Mustangs. Keeping his dribble alive, gets into the lane, and he's going to be called for a travel.
Yeah.
4:04 to go here in the third quarter. It's game number 1, day 2 of the First Financial Classic on WMMCRadio.com. Thanks to our presenting sponsor, Wright's Pool Service. Huttenlocker on the right side, drives in, kicks it back to Reynolds, and his shot way off. Definitely affected by Kateka on that one. And here come the Clovers, trying to cut into this 9-point deficit. Johnson, up top it goes to Hart, and we got a timeout on the floor. We're going to keep it right here since we were off for so long. We didn't even do a halftime show. Blake, you've got the scores from this game. Why don't you go ahead and give us those since we didn't get to them at halftime?
Yeah, well, I guess these aren't exactly the halftime stats, but as it stands right now, Cloverdale has a 3-way tie for their leading scorer. Duncan, Schabel, and Kateka all have 8, and Hart's added a 3 as well. And then for Edgewood, it's Norris and Huttenlocker both with 6, Jones with 5, Carl Norris has 4 along with Reynolds 4, Inman also has 5, McGovern 2, and Roberts 2, as the scoring's been very even so far for the Edgewood Mustangs.
3:35 to go here in the third quarter. Again, the winner keeps their hopes alive of playing in the Consolation Championship on Monday.
Yeah, Edgewood already 9 different kids in the scoring column. Or players, I guess I don't have to call them kids.
Yeah, they are to a lot of us.
Yeah.
Javen Duncan will be the inbounder for the Clovers. Gives it in to Toby Hart. Now back to Duncan.
Yeah, you can definitely tell Cloverdale's a little tired.
Same kind of thing happened yesterday. Duncan's going to take a right wing 3. What a smooth shot that was. And, man, we were right in line with that one. Looked good right out of his hands. And it makes it a 6-point game.
Duncan, again, just so shifty. Just getting to his spot, hitting the shot. It's like next level move is look at that.
What a play design there. Designed for the lob. Reynolds throws a perfect pass to Caden Jones. And a quick answer there. It's 38-30. Edgewood with an 8-point lead.
Obviously, Coach Wadsworth knows a lot more about this Mustangs team than I do, but everything that I'm seeing shows signs that this Jones kid should be starting and playing a lot more minutes. He's played incredibly.
Levi Johnson throws it to Trey Henderson. Skip pass to the corner, and they go inside to Kateka. Nice positioning there, and a great entry pass. He finishes inside. 2.5 to go in the third. Reynolds misses the elbow jumper there. Cloverdale up for the rebound. Pass up the floor to Hart. And Duncan going to work once again.
Same spot. Not the same result.
Not the same result. That one too strong, goes out of bounds, but it goes off the hands of Edgewood. We'll see Shable back in the ball game, hit those 2 early 3-pointers. And we got a timeout on the floor. 1:58 to go in the third quarter. Timeout called by Coach Matt Wadsworth. We'll be right back after a 30-second break. It's the Edgewood Mustangs leading the Cloverdale Clovers 38-32 on the First Financial Classic, presented by Wright's Pool Service on WMMCRadio.com.
Hi, I'm Brandon Sackbun, 43rd Mayor of Terre Haute, Indiana. I wanted to wish the best of luck to all of our athletes and coaches at this year's Wabash Valley Classic. To the families who support these athletes, thank you for cheering them on and choosing Terre Haute, Indiana.
Welcome back to Terre Haute North High School. We're about 2 minutes from the end of the third quarter here of game number 1. The game following this one, Robinson Maroons taking on Park Heritage in another consolation matchup, followed by the 2 winners bracket games from the top half of the bracket. As once again, we've got 8 games coming your way. All video streamed at WMMCRadio.com. Shable, guarded by Inman, gets it to Trey Henderson. Now Toby Hart. Looking inside to Kateka. They loft it in there. Great denial by Carl Norris, and he comes away with the steal. Up the floor to Reynolds. Bounce pass inside to Inman, and we got a foul on the floor as they bumped him on the drive.
That's going to go against Henderson. I was afraid they called that on Kateka for a second, who did not make any contact with him whatsoever, but foul on Henderson, that's probably a good call.
Edgewood leads 38-32. Couple substitutions happening for the Clovers right now. Levi Johnson back in the ball game. Edgewood going with a line set from an interesting spot out near the 3-point line. They get it safely into Inman. Now Roberts on the right side. Left side Inman. Lost his dribble at the elbow. It's stolen by Shable. Here he comes. Shable steps through, hits the front of the rim. Rebound knocked around, and it's going to be last touch by Cloverdale. 1:07 left in the third, and Edgewood has the ball.
Edgewood with a chance to really put some distance between them and Cloverdale here in this last minute. They're already up 6. I'm sure they'd like to grow it to double digits.
Reynolds walks it up the floor. Right side it goes to Roberts. Left side Inman, he'll take a 3 this time. Just too strong. Caden Jones comes flying in for the rebound, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 as Ishmael Kateka is hit with the foul. That's his third personal foul, and the third against the Clovers in the quarter.
And once again, Jones, the leading scorer for Edgewood yesterday against Northview, ended the game with 17 points off the bench.
He misses the first free throw there. And makes the second, 39-32. .45 seconds left in the third. Johnson with the basketball for the Clovers. Hands it off to Duncan. Duncan looking inside, keeping his dribble alive. Now right side it goes to Johnson. Shable now. Johnson looks in. Nice defense denying Kateka. They keep working around. 22 seconds left in the third. Javen Duncan now on the dribble. With 12, gets into the lane, stops, throws it up. What a nice shot there. And here comes Nolan Reynolds with 7. Up the floor. Inman with 4. Into the lane, rejected out of bounds. Kateka, I'm not even sure he jumped on that one.
No, didn't look like it.
Just knocked it out of bounds.
That's what they keep trying to tell him. If you just put your hands up, you're going to get a lot of those.
2.7 seconds left. Plenty of time for Edgewood to run an inbounds play here, as they'll go back to that line set. Out on the volleyball line. Reynolds bounces it in. It's knocked away. Shable comes away with the steal, and he won't get the last shot off. So at the end of 3, the Edgewood Mustangs lead 39-34. We've got fourth quarter coming your way of game number 1 of the First Financial Classic Day 2 here at Terre North High School, presented by Wright's Pool Service on WMMCRadio.com.
Imagine a dip into the refreshing water of your very own swimming pool. Feel the stress melt away as you glide through the invigorating water at the end of a long day. Jonathan Wright and Wright's Pool is here to take care of you in the new year. Whether it's an in-ground or above-ground pool or pool renovation in 2025, call Wright's Pool. Imagine the possibilities that await you and imagine how they can become a reality for you. Explore the possibilities they have for you by calling them at 812-249-4037. Let them turn your dreams into reality.
There is a healthcare system in the Wabash Valley, staffed by exceptional people. There's a healthcare system in the Wabash Valley that is achieving remarkable results. There's a healthcare system in the Wabash Valley constantly investing in cutting-edge technology. There's a healthcare system in the Wabash Valley providing compassionate care of the highest quality. Healthier together. Union Health.
Eight minutes left in game number 1 as the Edgewood Mustangs lead the Cloverdale Clovers 39-34. WMMCRadio.com, your video streaming home of the First Financial Classic, presented by Wright's Pool Service. After the game, Joey O'Rourke will have a word with the victorious head coach in our interview area, as we had Mike King do all day yesterday. Mike will be back with us later today, interviewing the coaches.
Looks like Cloverdale's in his zone now.
Reynolds bounced it inside. Shable got a hand on it first, but Carl Norris able to come up with it. Can't get that little jumper to go. Kateka protects the rebound. 25 seconds into the fourth quarter. Cloverdale trying to come back for a victory here in game number 1. Shable on the drive, floated in the air and couldn't knock it down. Now Inman on the push.
Yeah, and that shot seemed definitely forced from Shable.
Jones misses it, gets his own rebound, and can't get the reverse layup to go. Kateka with the rebound. 1 minute in to the final quarter of play. Johnson tried to hit Shable as he was cutting back door, but it was just a quick jab. Not on the same page there. It's a turnover.
That's one you hate to see. It just seems careless, but it happens all the time. As Johnson looks like he's going to check out.
Reynolds walking up the floor. Again, he had a couple great plays late in yesterday's game. A 1-point loss to Northview. Rolled his ankle, but Nolan Reynolds back and been running the point quite a bit here late in the ball game. McGovern can't get the layup to go. Gets his own miss. It's knocked out of his hands, and Jones able to finish over Kateka.
Jones now just the first scorer for Edgewood in double figures. He's got 10.
41-34. Edgewood strikes first in the fourth quarter. Duncan on the dribble, steps through a double team, lost it, but right to Henderson. And his mid-range jumper comes up short. 3 guys boxing out Kiteka there. And Reese Roberts comes away with it. Reynolds inside. That's where McGovern is, right in the middle of the defense. All 5 defenders came around to guard him. And he bounces it out of bounds, trying to find a teammate.
Yeah, and despite Kiteka's 10 points, I mean, he's got a ton of rebounds as well, but I think Edgewood's done a pretty good job of forcing Cloverdale's other scorers to shoot around and not just let them force feed Kiteka.
6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Trey Shable working against A.J. Norris. They loft it inside. Nice positioning and the foul.
Me and my big mouth.
They have Levi Johnson there at the high post. He goes a little high-low action there to Kiteka. It was the perfect spot. There was no one between the basket, or between him and the basket for Kiteka, who's able to lay it in with the foul. And he converts the three-point play as well. 41-37. Cloverdale makes it a 4-point game. Reynolds on the right side to A.J. Norris. Now inside it goes to Cam Renard. Renard protects it from the double team. Skip pass.
Great pass.
Reynolds hop steps through, but his shot too strong. McGovern had the rebound, but it was knocked out of his hands by Jahaven Duncan.
Cloverdale a real chance to make this one interesting with a bucket here. They could cut it to 1 possession.
Shable to Johnson, hands it off to Duncan. Shot fake, gets by his man. Tried to leave it for Kiteka. And it's a turnover. Here comes McGovern.
And I don't know if Kiteka was necessarily ready for that pass. Traveled, yeah.
And McGovern hit with the travel on that take to the basket.
Yeah, sadly this isn't the NBA. You can't have that gather step.
5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Coach Wadsworth calls timeout for Edgewood. Leading 41-37. Game number 1 of the First Financial Classic, Day 2. 5 minutes left. We'll be right back. We are WMMCRadio.com.
Wabash Valley Dermatology and Med Spa off South US 41 in Terre Haute invites you to make an appointment with owner and dermatology nurse practitioner Lindsay Wilson. Wabash Valley Med Spa offers full-body skin checks, weight loss treatments, injections, and more, available by appointment. Lindsay and her experienced staff also offer a carefully selected in-store inventory of skin products to help you look and feel your best. That's Wabash Valley Dermatology and Med Spa in Terre Haute.
Located in the historical area of Archer Avenue in Marshall, just above Gypsy Queen Coffee, are the beautiful Archer Avenue lofts that now serve as Airbnbs. Just a quick drive from Terre Haute, these spaces are up to 1,500 square feet and have a full kitchen and laundry. Plus, they are 5-star rated. See for yourself.
Five minutes left in the fourth quarter of Game 1. That timeout brought to you by Wabash Valley Dermatology and Med Spa. Thanks to our great sponsors of the First Financial Classic on WMMCRadio.com, like our presenting sponsor, Wright's Pool Service, allowing us to bring you the action from all 28 games over the course of 4 days. Wide open for 3. Cloverdale buries it. That was Levi Johnson. And he makes it a 1-point game.
Johnson, his first bucket on the night. Had just 4 in yesterday's game. Gets his 3 there.
Carson Huttenlocker to the right side. Norris gets in. Kiteka's there. Finishes and the foul. The shot fake got Kiteka to bring the arm down. He goes up through that arm, draws the foul, and has a chance to make it a 4-point game once again.
And this is a big free throw for Norris, or like you said, trying to get the lead back to 2 possessions.
And the free throw is good. Edgewood 44, Cloverdale 40. 4.5 minutes to go in game number 1. Duncan pushed it all the way, and it was not touched.
Oh, it was touched.
Right, but it wasn't called. It goes out of bounds. Duncan still pleading his case. Coach Joey Hart pleading his case.
That was a missed call, plain and simple right there. I mean, that was Norris that definitely touched it. You could definitely tell him clapping on the inbounds.
Huttenlocker misses the three. Offensive rebound tip to Carl Norris. He finishes. And it's a 6-point lead for Edgewood.
Yeah, that's a potential 4-point swing there for the Mustangs. As Cloverdale needs a basket here bad.
Duncan has it on the right side. Looking left to Shable. Shable underneath the rim, kicks it out. Johnson's going to take a three, and he buries another one from the left wing once again. Makes it a 3-point ball game.
And this is the point in the game you're scratching your head a little bit, saying, why wasn't Levi Johnson shooting a little bit more?
3.5 to go as A.J. Norris puts it on his hip. Now Carl Norris drives in. Once again, shot fake. Kateka this time keeps his arm straight up. Norris goes away from those. Nice little run here by Carl Norris.
Well, that was just a good finish. Like you said, Kateka had to play without fouling, and Norris just put it right around him.
Duncan to the left side. Inman with him, step for step. Now Duncan to the right. To Shable, quick three. Too strong. Norris with a box out, and Carl Norris bounces it to the left side. A.J. Norris. Huttenlocker pulls it out. Under 3 minutes to go. Cloverdale going to have to extend their zone defense.
And they are way extended right now.
Huttenlocker, and there's a foul. They had 3 fouls to give here before free throws will happen. So Cloverdale going to have to play aggressive here. Edgewood looking to take care of the basketball. 2:42 left in the ball game.
Kateka comes out for the first time this game.
Norris gets it into Huttenlocker. Right back to Norris. They try to foul. No whistle. Norris now. A.J. Norris fouled on the drive. It's Trey Henderson. Picks up the foul.
We know this is a Cloverdale team that if they're anywhere close to within striking distance, they are going to foul, and they're not going to back down at any point in the game. This is a team that's going to fight to the end.
So Kateka got a 4-second break there. caught his breath. He's back in the ball game. Yep. Cameron Nard back in for Edgewood. Trying to match the size. You can't really match the size, but bringing in size. A.J. Norris looking to inbound it. Gets it into Caden Jones. Pass to the left side, Carl Norris. Now Renard. And there's the foul. Johnson commits the foul, the final foul to give. 2.5 minutes left. Still plenty of time, but Cloverdale just making sure they get it to a situation where they can send Edgewood to the line if necessary. See if they stay in the zone. They are right now. Shable guarding Huttenlocker on the right side. Oh, he jumped the passing lane, but I don't think he realized it. Edgewood keeps it. Norris on the drive against Kateka. Finishes once again. Carl Norris not afraid of going in there against the 6'8" big man. Duncan for three. Buries it from the right side.
Cloverdale not going away.
A 4-point ball game. Jones on the push now underneath to Norris. It's Norris versus Kateka again, and he's going to go to the free throw line. I think Henderson's going to get hit with the foul. We'll see.
And I'm surprised Edgewood taking a shot that early in the possession. They're definitely keeping their foot on the gas. So this is Carl Norris at the line.
And they did hit Trey Henderson with the foul, so that's his third.
Norris with 13 yesterday, looking to have 14 here with his free throw.
And the first free throw is good.
Not having himself a bad classic, up over double digits and into the teens in both of his games. I'm sure he's got to be happy with his performances.
Second free throw for Norris, good as well. It's a 6-point lead for Edgewood. 1:50 to go in game number one. Duncan on the left side. Tried to step through the double team. There he got a foul on the floor. Edgewood still with 2 fouls to give, as that was just their second team foul in the quarter. That's the second foul against Will Inman as well. Shable with the basketball on the left side. Gets it into Johnson. Elevates in the lane. Shot no good. And once again, Carl Norris, who's given up 7 inches. Ishmael Kateka rips down a defensive rebound. 90 seconds left. Norris into the lane. Left side. Jones lays it in.
And I'm not sure if that pass was intentional or unintentional. If he just lost it and ended up in Jones' hands, but I think either way he's going to get credited with the assist.
1:15 to go. Cloverdale got to score quick. Duncan, step back 3. Off the front rim. Kateka tries to keep it alive, but 4 Edgewood players there come away with the rebound. And now a foul in the backcourt will send Nolan Reynolds to the free throw line to the other end of the floor.
And I think that'll be about all she wrote here for Cloverdale. Down 8, 2 free throws upcoming for Edgewood. Just 66 seconds left. This would have to be monumental.
Reynolds going to the line. Trying to make sure to put it away. Could make it a double-digit ball game.
You can hear a pin drop in this place right now.
First free throw, no good. Park Heritage and Robinson, the next game, scheduled for a 11:30 tip.
It's only 11 right now, so we got a little bit of time before that game is going to be getting started because they've pretty well started right on time all day.
And a steal at the other end. Carl Norris got a hand on it, and now Huttenlocker able to run down the loose ball, and he's going to go to the free throw line. 51 seconds left. Edgewood leading 55-46 as Carson Huttenlocker heads to the free throw line.
More fight being shown there by Cloverdale. That was Duncan who missed a layup, flying to half court trying to get a steal, and then ended up on the floor. Just no quit in this team.
First free throw, no good. Again, right at the conclusion of the game, Joey O will grab the winning head coach. Looks like Coach Wadsworth's going to have a chat with Joey O in the post-game coaches interview right here on our video stream. As Cloverdale leads by 10, 43 seconds left. Deep 3 from Shable. It's just off the right side of the rim. Caden Jones with the rebound, and he's going to go down and shoot free throws at the other end.
And Jones is definitely going to be a kid to watch at Edgewood for the next upcoming years. Like I've said a couple times, he's just a sophomore, obviously 6'7". They've got quite a few seniors on this roster, so once those guys go, it's going to be his time to shine, and I think he's going to shine bright. He rattles in the first one. It looks like some substitutes coming in for Cloverdale as Kateka checks out.
39 seconds left as we'll see some players in the game for the first time. We got a timeout on the floor as well. See who called the timeout. I believe it was Edgewood. Edgewood calls a full timeout. We'll be right back. 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter of game number 1 here at the First Financial Classic, presented by Wright's Pool Service on WMMCRadio.com.
Did you know that 9 out of 10 moms recommend dentistry just for kids for their children's dental needs? So what is it that makes our office so special?
Maybe it's the open concept, with room for the whole family. Or maybe it's the TVs. Or maybe it's the arcade.
Well, whatever it is, we're always trying to find a way to impress that 10th mom.
Free lumber rides here.
Same-day patient appointments are available. Call now to reserve your spot.
Caden Jones made the first free throw.
I think that was his second free throw. I was going to say he definitely shot the first one before the timeout.
Yep. The officials get together and make sure that's correct. A 12-point lead, 39 seconds left. Cloverdale pushing it up the floor. Shable off a screen to the right. Steps through. Nice finish. 58-48. Reynolds with the ball. Double teamed. And he's fouled. 22 seconds left.
And this is just now a time for some of these Cloverdale guys to try to maybe earn a little bit more playing time so that you can play hard for these last couple of minutes.
Yeah, in the game for the first time, Landon Bates, a 6'3 senior, number 35. We also see the 5'11 freshman, number 15, Jack Hart, in the game. 6'1 junior, number 10, Dustin Peck, in for Cloverdale. And a 5'9 junior, number 20, Desmond Alexander, all getting their first playing time of the game. Now substitutions for Edgewood as well. Carter Hayden in the ball game. Dylan Wickens as well. As Reynolds is at the free throw line. Misses the free throw. Offensive rebound by Wickens. Out to Aiden Bing. And we got a substitution timeout. Just getting the guy in the ball game. Evan Jacobs will step in. A 6'3 sophomore for the last 19 seconds. Just getting some playing time here at the First Financial Classic. And Jacobs has the basketball. 10 seconds left. Going to dribble this thing out, it looks like.
About the equivalent of bringing in a guy to take the knee in football,
Right.
I think. It's, hey, now you get to the shower after the game.
And that is the final score here. Edgewood defeats Cloverdale 59-48, keeping their hopes of playing in the Consolation Championship alive. Edgewood will play the winner of our next game, the Robinson Maroons and the Park Heritage Wolves. And the Cloverdale Clovers will play in game number 1 once again tomorrow, as they will take on the loser of our next game, and that'll be the final game of the tournament for the Clovers. We're going to step aside. When we come back, Joey O's going to have a word with the victorious head coach, Matt Wadsworth, right here on WMMCRadio.com.
Hi, Becky and Maya Osborne here. Are you looking for a beautiful hard surface floor? Osborne's has what you need.
Luxury vinyl plank and tile is a great option for your home or high traffic area.
This is the hottest thing in flooring. Get the look of real wood or tile with luxury vinyl flooring that is both scratch and water resistant.
Osborne's has the largest in-stock selection.
And a huge, beautiful showroom with even more stunning luxury vinyl options available for you. Come see us at Osborne's Georgia Carpet.
The store for your floors.
Your safety is top priority at Century Safety. They offer a complete range of high-quality safety equipment, from fall protection, cut-proof gloves, hard hats, and fire extinguishers, to first aid kits, hearing protection, and more. Need it fast? They provide quick local delivery and personalized service to ensure you get what you need without delay. Plus, their knowledgeable staff is ready to help you choose the right products for your needs. Visit their office in West Terre Haute to see their growing inventory of safety and contractor supplies, or give Century Safety Services a call at 812-917-7222.
Apprenticeships Building America. Your chance for free secondary education in high school. Plumbers and Steam Fitters Local 157 and Ivy Tech are teaming up to fast-track journeyman. $65 an hour by your 21st birthday. With no debt. Apprenticeships Building America. Kickstart a comfortable life.
From all of us here at Hope Body Bar and Boutique. Happy holidays!
The final of game number 1, Edgewood defeats Cloverdale 59-48. Coach Matt Wadsworth is with Joey O courtside right now. Joey, you've got the head coach.
We are with Coach Matt Wadsworth, the victorious head coach of the Edgewood Mustangs. Coach, you come off an emotional game like yesterday, losing by 1 point to a Northview team. To come back, play the early game. How'd you like your team's response today? Obviously a win.
The thing we talked about is play this game like you're playing Northview again. Bring the same mentality, the same level of focus that you took into that game, because it was a highly
competitive game yesterday, but the most important thing, today presented an opportunity to get better and continue to grow as a team, and I think we did that.
And you look at this game back and forth, and you guys had a chance to put them away a couple of times, but credit Cloverdale, they continued to fight, but your guys continued to keep their composure down the stretch.
Yeah, we played earlier in the year and won by 15, 20 points, and you knew going into today's game it was going to be different than the last time we played. And, there were stretches where I felt like Cloverdale did a better job of controlling the tempo than we did. And, to their credit, they found the shots that they needed to make to get in the game. Luckily, 31, when he got in foul trouble, Carl Norris did a tremendous job attacking the basket, getting some easy points for us there.
So you play the first game today. You're not going to have to play the first game tomorrow, but you're going to get the winner of this upcoming game, Park Heritage and Robinson, a chance to get your second consecutive win.
Yeah, this tournament's about getting better, getting ready for the postseason in the second half of the season. Both teams we've played before, Park Heritage last year in the first round or the third place game. So either team would be a tough matchup, but we look forward to playing again.
Hey, Coach, congratulations. Best of luck the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
That is Matt Wadsworth, the head coach of the Edgewood Mustangs. Edgewood knocks off Cloverdale to move to the consolation bracket semifinals. They'll get the winner of Robinson and Park Heritage coming up here in just a little bit. Patrick, Blake, back to you.
Thank you, Joey. Love the coaches' interviews that we get after each and every game now. This season started yesterday, and we're going to keep that going all day again today. Patrick Tulloch here with Blake Simpson. As we just finished game number 1 of day 2, the Edgewood Mustangs defeat the Cloverdale Clovers 59-48. And Blake, you got the scoring totals from that game.
Absolutely, I do. First off for Cloverdale, they were led by Duncan, who had 16 points. Kentucky right behind him with 13. Shable added 10, Johnson 6, and Hart added 3 to get to Cloverdale's 48 points. For Edgewood, it was a very balanced scoring for Edgewood. Carl Norris led the way with 15, Jones right behind him with 14, then Huttenlocker added 7, Norris with 6, Reynolds with 6, Inman with 5, and then McGovern, Renard, and Roberts all added 2 to get to Edgewood's 59 points and added 9 scores for the Edgewood Mustangs today in the victory.
So, Blake, obviously the future is bright for Cloverdale. 2 tough losses for them early in this tournament, but they've got some freshmen, some sophomores that are really playing well. Jahaven Duncan, as a senior, shows that he's going to be able to do a lot of great things for this team. But a great win for Edgewood, a team, again, that starts 4 seniors, 1 freshman. They bring a sophomore, Caden Jones, off the bench. This Edgewood team today, very impressive. I thought, both these teams have a lot to look forward to the rest of this tournament and the rest of this season.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best thing about the Classic. It's not the end of your year, so you still got a lot to look forward to. Hopefully they can make some noise in the sectional.
All right, so our next game is going to be another consolation bracket game. It is the Robinson Maroons, who lost to Bloomfield yesterday, and the Park Heritage Wolves, who, in kind of a surprise, lost to the Linton Stockton Miners 53-50 yesterday. So a highly rated Park Heritage team trying to bounce back today. Robinson Maroons going to try to shock them in the First Financial Classic here. We will stop this stream and start the Robinson and Park Heritage stream, as we'll have game number 2 of the First Financial Classic presented by Wright's Pool on WMMCRadio.com.